Thousands of years ago, humans didn't wear thick-soled shoes like modern-day running shoes. They would run, hunt, and work all while being barefoot. So what would happen if a modern-day man with thick-soled shoes went barefoot for 7 days straight? Would he unlock superhuman potential? Would he become more connected with the world? Or is this just all nonsense in today's world? So level 1, I thought, why not start out nice and easy with a nice run? The biggest concern of mine with going barefoot for 7 days is stepping on something and cutting my foot. Not that I'm afraid of the pain or bleeding. I'm afraid that I'll bleed onto somebody's floor. Like, I don't want that. Halfway through the first mile, feeling pretty good. And my pace is pretty fast. I thought I'd be way slower. The one thing is though, I'm running, like I'm slapping my feet against the ground. Trying to run a little bit like softer and landing on my midfoot. Stepped on some rocks back there, but it feels fine. Doesn't hurt. I thought it'd be a lot more painful. This is easy. Little bits of gravel. Still gotta work on. Got a big rock in my foot. That was 1 mile in 7 minutes and 33 seconds. That's really good. I thought it'd be like 8.5, 9 minutes. Maybe even having to walk. This is what my feet look like after level 1. Nothing too bad, no cuts or anything. My feet are like kind of tingling. So I don't know if like after the tingling is done that some more pain will come in, but so far I think it's pretty good. Level 1's nice and easy, nice and complete.
Barefoot 1, shoes 0.
I think level 2 and level 3 will still be easy, but once we get to level 4 through 7, that's gonna hurt a lot, I'm sure of it. Day 2, we're starting out the day with a morning run. It's raining, but that's not gonna stop us. Let's get to it. My feet were actually quite hurting, and they feel like, you know how your feet feel in the morning when you just wake up and everything? Like that's how it felt, so it didn't feel too great, but I got to run in puddles and not worry about my shoes or socks get wet, so that was a plus. I liked it a lot. For the level 2 workout today, we're gonna be doing a plyometric workout as well as some other just leg strengthening workouts today.
The plyometric workout consisted of 3 sets of jump rope, single leg eccentric jumps, pogo hops, and bounding. While doing the jump rope, the ball on my foot felt like it was gonna be scraped off, and it required a lot of ankle strength, so I got tired very quickly. And whenever the jump rope hit my toes, it hurt a lot. The single leg eccentric jumps weren't bad, but I could definitely tell that I couldn't do them as well as I could with shoes on. As for the pogo hops, those went surprisingly well, as I was almost jumping as high as I usually do, but not as quick as I do with shoes.
I'm pretty sure I'm flying right now. Put wings on me and I'll fly away. Ooh.
The bounding though was severely limited because I didn't want to slap my feet or my heel down super hard like I would with shoes. And landing on one foot took a lot of concentration not to like roll an ankle.
My feet aren't looking too bad in this one. You know, a little red, little pain, but these next levels are gonna be the ones where they're probably gonna get cut. They're gonna be bruised, so stay tuned to the end of the video. See how that turns out.
I then finished up the workout with some calf raises, tib raises, ATG split squat, and some backward step ups. Overall though, it'll probably help me by doing them barefoot, so barefoot 2, shoes 0.
Level 3, hill sprints. Let's begin. Note to future self, do not just immediately sprint all out. Do at least a little warm up.
These hill sprints actually felt better doing them barefoot than in the past with shoes. I feel like I can actually grip the ground and I'm not slipping as much. I don't know what it was about running on this grassy hill barefoot, but I felt so free and I was having so much fun. I had the biggest smile on my face like when I was a kid running around playing outside. So from now on, I'm gonna run hills barefoot to feel like that again. Barefoot 3, shoes 0.
That's a wrap for level 3. Level 4 is where it starts to get hard. Before I go on my run today, I'm gonna roll out my feet, see if that helps. So that run was definitely easier after I rolled my foot out, but stepping on a stone in just the right spot hurts a lot. But because I rolled out, it definitely helped me move a little bit quicker and better.
After my run, I had to get some work done in the office, so I thought, why not walk on the treadmill before level 4?
For today's level, we're gonna be running through the forest.
I was nervous to do this one because I knew there was gonna be some sharp rocks, branches, and acorns that I could cut my foot open or make me roll an ankle pretty easily. But we disregarded all of that and just started running. And it paid off because my feet adapted pretty quickly, or they became a little numb, I'm not totally sure. It took a lot of focus to make sure that I wasn't stepping on something that was gonna hurt my foot or make me roll an ankle. But for only 4 days of barefoot, my feet adapted pretty quickly to the terrain. I think given more than 4 days of going barefoot, and I could run through this pretty easily, but I'm gonna have to give this one to shoes. Barefoot 3, shoes 1.
I've noticed something. In doing this challenge, it's not my feet that actually hurt, it's the skin. Cause like I can stomp on this concrete super easy and it doesn't hurt, but like walking on it, it feels like the ball of my foot is like raw and scraping at it. If I can get that like conditioned to this, I could do this pretty easily. Level 5, soccer. Go!
You'd be surprised how much of a difference a thin layer of fabric on your shoes makes when you're kicking a soccer ball. My foot felt like I was kicking a rock every single time and it was turning super red. I could tell I didn't have the ankle or tibialis strength to kick for very long because they got sore and hurt. This made me not want to kick it as hard and I ended up using like the side of my foot instead of the top of it. I wouldn't mind being able to play soccer barefoot, but being stepped on by cleats isn't fun, so I'm gonna have to give this one as well to shoes. Barefoot 3, shoes 2!
And for level 6, basketball. We're gonna see if I can dunk with my bare feet. It'll take me a little bit to warm up.
Not wearing shoes for basketball didn't hurt, but it severely limited my ability. The main downside to this was my 1 foot jumping became difficult and I lost a ton of height. With the 2 foot jumping, it only decreased my vertical by a few inches, but my 1 foot vertical was substantially lower.
Big slam down. Look, pound it.
Barefoot 3, shoes to tie it up. 6 days of barefoot, 6 levels of challenges, all to prepare me for this exact moment. A moment that would determine what's better, shoes or bare feet. The final level, 110-meter hurdle race.
And that was level 7 of the 7-day barefoot challenge. Man, my feet feel like they are on fire right now. But we did it. We did it.
At the start of the barefoot challenge, I wondered if I was even going to be able to do this. Throughout my life, I've always worn comfy, thick-soled shoes, but something about being barefoot just kept calling out to me. Was it the world, I wondered? Because while going barefoot, I did feel more connected to the world. Not in the way that magically fixed my emotions or body chemistry, but as if I had been freed. Free to go anywhere and do anything without having to worry about my feet. Free to run in the rain and puddles, free to do whatever I wanted. So maybe this wasn't about what's better, barefoot or shoes, but rather finding one less thing that could stop me from enjoying life.